Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I have a really exciting video. So I'm going to be recreating Rachel Zegler's makeup from West Side Story, the 2021 remake. So I absolutely love this movie so much. I could make probably about a million videos just about the movie by itself. So I just really wanted to recreate this makeup look, and as you can see, this is what it did turn out like. But if you want to see how I did get my makeup looking like this and the process, the steps that I took to try and recreate the iconic Maria makeup from the movie, then just keep watching. So I thought I'd just add in some of the photos that I was looking at for reference. These were the best kind of ones that I could find that showed off the makeup. So this is just so you can see what photos I was referring to whenever I was actually doing the look. So there's not a ton of eye makeup going on from what I can see. There is obviously mascara, but there's not like an insane amount of eyeshadow or anything. It's quite simple. So I'm just going to start by putting just some concealer on my eyelids. Just this one from Primark. I'm just going to blend that out with this beauty blender. So now that I've got just like a base on, I'm going to be taking this palette. There's not a ton of eyeshadow, like I said. I'm not even, too sure if there's any at all, to be honest, but I think there's definitely something there. So I'm just going to use this palette from Primark, the Exposed, and it just looks like this inside. So I'm thinking I'm just going to maybe put a tiny bit of one of these darker browns in my crease, maybe at the outer corner, just the tiniest amount, just to kind of define my eye a bit more, add a bit of depth into it. So I'm just going to start off by doing that. I've been just taking that Primark Exposed palette and using this shade Dubai from it. So I'll show you which one that is. So it's this one here, and I've been just working it into my outer corner a bit. So definitely don't want something too much, so I'm just trying to not build it up too much. So I'm just really like focusing it on the outer corner. Not going to intensify it too much. If I do put too much on, there are lighter shades I can go over it with. So I'm just going to blend that out. So I have just finished there with the eyes. So like I said, I went into this shade Dubai, and then I actually did also go into the other shade beside it, which is called Unite, just to blend everything out. So as you can see, it's just really simple. I'm not going to do anything else in terms of eyeshadow on my eyes. I'm gonna add the mascara later, but I'm pretty happy with how the eyes are looking at the moment. Like I said, I was just keeping it quite simple because that is the look that Maria did have. It was kind of simple. There wasn't a ton of eyeshadow, so yep, I think it's looking pretty good for the eyes. So Maria's base is not full coverage. It is it's quite light. It's like there's definitely something there, but it's not a full coverage. So I am going to go in with the PS Flawless Glow Radiant Glow Primer Foundation Hybrid. If it wants to focus. So this is in the shade Buttermilk, and I really love this. I've been using it a lot. It's like a tinted moisturizer. It's not a foundation. It's very light in coverage. But I'm just gonna go and apply this all over. I always do my eyes before any base makeup anyway, in case there's any fallout, but because I use like bare minimum eyeshadow, there's not been any fallout today. So I've just put that on. I'm just gonna blend it out, make it look a bit less crazy. Just blend it out with the beauty blender again. So I've put that on now, that Flawless Glow. So as you can see, it's definitely not full coverage, but it does leave your skin with like really nice glow. So Maria's makeup definitely was glowing, so that's good. And I'm just going to because it definitely wasn't full coverage makeup she was wearing, it didn't look like that, so I'm just gonna put some of this on the PS My Perfect Color Liquid Concealer, medium coverage, just this concealer. So this is in can't remember the shade name, that this is in, I think it's Sand or something like that, but I'm just gonna put this just under my eyes where I would normally put concealer. Just blend it in. So just for a tiny bit more coverage, I'm just going to go in with that concealer and just put a tiny bit, sort of, to just give a little bit more on top of the Flawless Glow. So not a ton, but just a little bit. So we're definitely not full coverage. We're not intending to be full coverage, but it's a nice base. So what I'm going to quickly do now is I'm just going to powder under my eyes just to set them first, and then I've got a liquid blush to go into. So I really quickly there just set my under eyes with the Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose powder from Collection. I just quickly put that under my eyes. This is just a Makeup Revolution from Bratz brush that I was just using for that. So for some liquid blush, I have this from Made by Mitchell. So from what I can tell from the photos I've looked at, the blush, it's kind of a bit tad more on the orange side, but it's not, again, it's not really intense. None of this makeup is really intense. So I'm just gonna, this is the shade Melon Sorbet. I don't really use this one. It's not one I really would reach for, but I thought it would kind of fit with the kind of thing I'm trying to go for in the video. So I'm just going to put this on. I don't usually go in with these blushes right onto my face, but this to see what they can blend like on my face. So this is just a brush from Christmas gift set from last year. It's not really, I think this is why I didn't really put it on with my, like, put it on my face straight away, to be honest, because I just think, I find it easier to blend it when it's on the back of my hand, but just trying my best to blend this out. So I've now put that blush on. So this one here, Melon Sorbet. It wants to focus. So it was in a like blush bundle. It was a trio. So I didn't choose it myself. So when I got it, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna use that shade, because I think I swatched it on my hand and I was like, it doesn't look like my kind of colour. But now that I've put it on and blended it out, I'm actually really liking it. I will definitely be using that again. I shouldn't have been so quick to dismiss it without actually putting it on my face, but it's really pretty. So now I'm just going to set my face with that Collection Lasting Perfection powder. So I'm not going to use a ton of this because I still kind of want the glowiness of the Flawless Glow to come through. So just not taking an awful lot, just like the tiniest amount to just set things in place. Yeah, I think we're looking quite good so far. The makeup's looking pretty nice so far. Yeah, definitely. So now I'm gonna go in with a powder blush. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Life's Peach. Mine is really looking really well used because I got this a while ago and it has been used a lot, so it's not looking the best, but still works well on my face. So just put a bit of that on my blush brush from Primark, and I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on to top the blush up. You can actually still see the blush quite well through the powder. Sometimes with liquid blushes you lose quite a lot when you put the powder over it, but I didn't go in with as much powder as well, so it could be that. But yep, this is what we're looking like for blush. I really like that, but I think it's kind of I don't think Maria's blush was this intense. I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna go back in with my powder brush and just dust it and blend it in a bit more. Dust a bit more powder on. Yep, I think that looks really nice. So next I'm gonna go in with some highlighters. So like I said, the overall look is really glowy, so I couldn't not use highlighter, but I'm only gonna use the tiniest amount. So I'm gonna go in with, so this is the Beauty Bay Bronze Blush and Glow palette. I'm just gonna go in with the highlighter from that, Precious. And like I said, I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount of that because I don't want really intense. Like literally that's what I'm gonna do, like the tiniest amount. Yep, that's about enough that I'm gonna put on. I think that's a good amount. So next thing that I'm gonna do is eyebrows. I really can't do eyebrows on camera, so I'm gonna do them off camera, but I'm gonna use this. So I've had this for the longest time. It's basically all I use for my eyebrows. So this is the Revolution Ultra Brow Palette, medium to dark. the writing's literally rubbed off on it, so I don't even know why I'm showing you the front of it, but it still says on the back, medium to dark. So I'm just gonna go and do my brows quickly with this and then I'll be right back. So I'm back. I've done my brows. I've tried not to make them look too harsh, but it's eyebrows. This is just what they've come out like. They're definitely not as I would normally do them. I've tried to do them a little bit softer than the usual, but anyway, let's move on. So next I'm going to be doing mascara. So I think Rachel, who plays Maria, Rachel Zegler, she said that, I definitely seen it in an interview somewhere, or maybe it was a Get Ready With Me she done. She said she used the NARS, a NARS mascara for that makeup look in West Side Story, but I don't have a NARS mascara, so I'm just going to be using this, the Primark PS Wonder Lash. So this is £3 from Primark, and I'm just going to put this on. So I absolutely love this mascara. It's amazing for £3. It definitely gives you the volume, length, definition. So for £3 I think it's amazing. So I have put the mascara on, so this is just what it's looking like. Like I said, for £3 I think that is incredible. But so I have done my bottom lashes as well. I never ever do mascara on my bottom lashes. I just personally don't like how it looks, but Maria did definitely have a little bit of mascara on her bottom lashes, so, and you know, we're trying our best to recreate that, so had to do it for this. So this is how it's looking. I don't mind the bottom lashes that much, but they're definitely just not my favorite putting mascara on bottom lashes, so I probably won't be doing it again in my own personal day-to-day makeup, but I'm glad I tried it again. So kind of onto like the final stage now. So lips. So the lip that Maria wears, of course, it's this iconic red lip. It's beautiful. So what I have got is, so I've got this Primark lip liner pencil in Scarlet. I'll have to see what this looks like on, if it's going to be too dark, not the right colour, because I wore this a lot, so I definitely need to see what it's looking like to see if it's going to go. Then for the lipstick I have this, so this is the L'Oreal Paris Colour Reach in shade 126, excusez-moi. It's my favourite red lipstick, so I think it's gonna go perfectly for this look. So I'm firstly just gonna start by just lining my lips, seeing if this is gonna be too not the right colour. So I'm just gonna, no, I definitely think actually that it's gonna look all right. Yeah, so I've just got the lip liner on there. Just, it looks absolutely crazy with just the lip liner on, but I'm just gonna go in with the L'Oreal lipstick now. The lip liner is definitely a slightly different shade of red, but oh well. I'm just going to try and blend the lipstick into the lip liner. Now, the lipstick, the shade they wear was definitely more on the orangey side of red. So it was also, when I was thinking about what lipstick to use for this video, I was considering the one from I Heart Revolution and Shrek, the gingy one, because it's kind of orangey red as well. But then I just thought this was kind of closer match, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely showing up on camera a lot more orangey than in real life. It's definitely not as orange in real life. It actually looks really orange on camera right now. But so I think I'm pretty much finished with the makeup. Not sure whether to go in with a tiny bit more of the eyeshadow, probably not. Let me see. Yeah, I think the eyes look quite nice. So I'm definitely just gonna leave them. I'm thinking that the blush is also looking really nice. I think you can definitely see the flawless glow as well. The actual, you know, the glow is still coming through, even after I did set with some loose powder. And yeah, I actually think you actually get pretty decent coverage when I've just been putting on the flawless glow and the concealer. You actually do get a pretty decent coverage, but it's definitely not fill, and of course we didn't want fill, so that's fine. So I'm going to go and tidy things up, and I'm gonna come back with my final roundup of everything. So I'm back now. The only thing I really did was just tidy up the lipstick a little bit. Red lipstick, just, you know, it's quite messy, so there was definitely a little bit here that was a bit uneven, so I've just tried to fix that a little bit. Tried to go over it as best as I can so that it's looking a bit more even and not all over the place. But this is the finished look. So I'm so pleased with the result. Definitely, I think the eye makeup's blended really well. I was worried about getting a bit messy with that, because sometimes when you put a dark shade on, it just does not blend, you know, into, just doesn't blend into the eye very well, especially because I was just using like one dark shade and then I blended it out with a lighter shade from the palette. But usually sometimes it can get a bit patchy, messy, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking. The mascara, love it, absolutely love it. It's my favorite mascara. I use it every day, so I knew what that was gonna be like. The blush, so the blush Melon Sorbet, absolutely love it. I don't know why I just dismissed that before. I just didn't think it was gonna be my color, but I absolutely love it. You can definitely, I think it goes really well with that Life's Peach blush too. Yeah, I just think I'm really pleased with how it looks with just the flawless glow and a little bit of concealer there. Definitely didn't think it was going to get this much coverage from just those two products, but I'm really happy with that. The highlighter as well, I've just put a little bit on. Yeah, I just think the whole look has come together really well, and I'm really pleased. I think yeah, I think that it looks pretty good for what I was trying for it to look like. I don't think I could have maybe changed anything about it. It's definitely looking glowy, which is what we wanted. There is definitely no harshness in the eyes, which is what I was scared of. Like I said, I didn't want to look like I had two black eyes or something, because I was going in with such a dark shade just essentially by itself and just trying to blend it out. I'm really pleased with how it's looking. The mascara, like I said, amazing on the bottom lashes as well. I actually don't mind it too much, bottom lashes. Maybe because there's not really any eyeshadow, that's why it looks a bit better. I'm not sure if I would like it if it if I had like a full eye look on as well, I think maybe I would find it a bit too much. But overall, I'm really pleased with the look I've come out with today. I think it's exactly the kind of thing that I was trying to get out of this. I think that yeah, it just looks really like what I was trying to recreate. It definitely just looks exactly like what I had in mind for recreating this Maria makeup. I'm really happy with it, and I think it looks good. I think it looks like what I intended it to, and it kind of looks exactly how I wanted it to, so I'm really happy with how this has turned out. If there's any other celebrities, characters, any other makeup looks that you think I should recreate, definitely let me know in the comments, and also let me know in the comments if you've seen the West Side Story 2021 remake, what you thought of it. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, and let me know what you thought of the makeup, of course, as well. But thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy, I'd really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Hopefully I'll see you again soon in another video.